famous, world-renowned for eagle flying, and not just demonstration, but the hunting with eagles. Czech Republic, Hungary, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, everywhere Joseph has been. If it involves eagles, you will see Joseph there. The great meeting to see him is Hungary, Czech, Deutsche Falcon meeting, Austrian meeting. The music they've provided for us, they've been absolutely superb, and you saw that display. Slovakia, well, high tetras, the fabulous big mountains, the other side of the Czech Republic there, and these are the Falcon, the Satyr Falcon flyers, a huge culture of history here. And then as you get to the southern mountain areas, these are the Eagle Boys. And again go to the Czech meeting, the Slovak meeting, where they will hunt the fox off the hillside and flush it out using humans, not dogs or hounds, and they will hunt the fox in the old traditional way to keep it there. Lovely. And then their neighbours, the Czech Republic, led by Luba, followed by his lovely wife here, and state examiners for the examination system. Part of the national hunting. You have to be a hunter first, and followed by hunting license, you then take your falconry license. And these people will do it. Milan Straka here, flown eagles many times. He lets me fly his eagle over there. Lovely man, professional falconer like myself, but doing demonstrations at the castle. Apochno, 7th to the 11th of October. We don't know about the hotel accommodation yet, because Apochno, because of the recession, has lost it. Now, what about 2 people coming from Korea? What about that? Isn't that fantastic? Hi, did you get your Harris Hawk? Yeah? Are you flying a Harris there? Yeah? Still flying the Goshawk traditional. Okay. We just talked because he sent me an email about Harris Hawks, and I don't know if he got my reply. But traditionally, look at the white feather on the back of the tail. We don't use this. This is when the goshawk goes hunting through the cover, that white chicken hen feather will flash round. New Zealand! Yes! And Australia. Now Australia, you can't fly and hunt your birds. You don't have falconry, but you can do rehabilitation. But we meet in America, we meet in Europe, and you come here to fly your birds, don't you? Well, our birds. Good to see you in Australia. Of that, working, travelling around the world to get a bit of sport in there. Right, now we're going to go right down into Africa, and the African Falcon Club. Now, what a choice of birds. You will fly the black sparrowhawk, you'll fly the big eagles, they've got llama falcons. If we haven't got it, they've got it. You name it. South Africa has got virtually everything down there on that side. So, chanting goshawks, you name it. Right, Italy. Now we're into the European culture, the lovely sporting dogs back here. Very, very traditional on the falcon side. On the grouse moors in Scotland, you will meet many people coming from Italy to fly their birds at our grouse and then partridge in that. A great country, great sporting country again. Followed by Peru. Right, where we... I'm getting points
and
here.
You'll notice that behind Italy...
sorry, I'm going to go to Diana, who's going to talk about the dogs.
And you'll notice that coming in behind Italy are the Italian Spanonis, a wire-haired breed of hunting dog, quite powerfully built, a much slower pace and gait than our modern hunting dogs, but used extensively in falconry today.
Representing Peru. Now, those of you that know this bird on my fist, the Harris Hawk, we think of lower North America, Arizona, down into Texas, New Mexico. In Peru, there is a smaller version, and when it matures, it's juvenile, it's got stripes in it, slightly smaller, petite, not quite as sociable as the general one, but Peru, with their lady, has the most beautiful voice. But Woody and I have known each other for 3 years now, and it comes from Beijing, where the Olympics were, and starting to want to work, help at the airport, learning what we're doing, but that's where it started. 4,500 years ago, the sport of falconry started in China. Give them a good round of applause there. A group of people we've met at the art, steeped in tradition, and the president of the Japanese Hawking Association. Here now would fly goshawks in the lowlands, and then right up in the northern areas, they would have the eagles, and learning in our little chat when they came into the arena for a short time, flying the eagles in snow. Snow which was almost 3 meters deep, they're talking about. So hence all the warm clothes, and when he came in, he was wearing his traditional snow shoes on that. North America, the modern falconers. Can I just swing this group out that way a little bit? Just separate. All right, there we go. And the national emblem, the bald eagle there from North America. Come on, let's hit it. California, Texas. Who's Texas? Minnesota. Oklahoma from Lauren there. This is supposed to be a student. All I see, she travels all around the world to fly eagles wherever she can. She can't read, and yet she's a professional student supposed to be studying that. Chicago, good one, Greg. Northern California, is that the posh side? Is that where they're surfing? Right, I see you've got the Baywatch haircut. Right, here we go. Canada! Yeah, well, I know Mark Williams is here, one of our old British falconers, and he's the NAFA representative for Canada, but Mark will most probably be at meetings representing, but with all the migratory birds coming from Alaska down over Canada, of state licenses, taking passage birds and then taking them into their training. Right, and I'm going to look, am I reading Mexico? Parasols, these are where they really come from. This is Mexico, and this is where, I'm going to stand here for just 1 second. My dream is to fly a Harrisville in Mexico and watch them socially fly in groups. Someday I'm going to do it. We've flown in France, traditional, down that and again, and using those South American birds. And then you've got the Chilean blue eagle or blue buzzards and that side. Lovely to see you, boys. And a younger generation, which I'm going to talk about at the end. Great to see you making all that effort to come here and that. Uruguay coming in and starting to adapt into the modern form and coming on now, starting to fly a South American bird, Harrisville, where we're getting restricted, in good sense restricted, in the fact that certain birds need conservation, the lugger falcon going Schedule 1, the saker going down in number, don't catch it in the wild, no permits issued, but we can captive breed, we can self-sustain. So other countries are maintaining the art of falconry by using their captive bred birds. Right, well, come on then, my friend from El Salvador. Oh, sorry, I've missed somebody here. All right, Argentina. How lovely to see you. Okay, so again, would it be Harrisville and maybe some falcons down your end? I said, right, lovely. Appomaldos, do you ever use them? Oh, do you have a lot of them? That is one of the most beautiful falcons you can ever see. Argentina. Lovely. Right. Again, travelling, coming over to the IAF meeting. We meet in France, we meet all Roy here. He flies his Harrisville. He goes from his place down the cliff sides, taking people on hawk experience, like we do, going for a walk, and lets his clients have a fly with them, while his sons are surfing the big waves. And I want my sons to go and surf with his son, so I can go hunting with his dad, and that while the family all surf. And I wish your son the best in his championships in rock climbing. Okay, because we've got young sons which are very involved in sport, and we chat not only about that, lovely.